Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Tempest Tuesday, and I'm with the one and only SB Skooly. How are you?
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming. So I want to start off with asking you, where are you from?
I'm originally from Atlanta, west side of Atlanta.
Okay. So what was it like growing up in the west side of Atlanta?
I pretty much enjoyed my childhood. I was back and forth from Campbellton, Landrum to Holly Ridge as pre-K, kindergarten, first grade to probably like the third grade, and then we got stayed on the west, all the way on the west. On
Okay.
Bankhead.
So my mama from the west side. So shout out to that. So I want to ask, growing up, what got you into music?
My father actually can sing. My cousin was already making music. Her name was Misbehaving. And me growing up as the baby and the only boy in the family, I kind of woke up to old school music and music you dance to, and cooking. The smell of food, the sound of the vacuum cleaner every morning.
Yeah. So it pretty much was around you your whole life.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do want to say that you are a true legend to me, and I'm really happy that you are here right now speaking with me because I grew up listening to you. Really, I'm for life, for real.
Thank
so
you. I appreciate
I wanted
you
to
for real.
ask, how does it feel being in the industry so long?
It feels good to be able to, how can I put this, have this longevity
Okay.
that I've had, and still be somewhat relevant, to the world. I'm so grateful and appreciative for that.
Well, great. That's a blessing. So I do want to touch bases on how you was the first person to start the singing and rapping. I really have to give you your flowers. I really do, because I feel like a lot of people don't really recognize that a lot, and I'm one because I know. So I really deeply know that you was the first person to start the singing and rapping, and I want to know, like, how do you feel now seeing that sound in a lot of different music here today?
I used to get upset. I used to could not control my feelings about it, my emotions, I guess you put it like that. But now as I grew older, I just I learned more and more about this game, and it's all like they tell us when we was growing up. There's nothing new under the sun. We doing.
Yeah.
So I take it as some kind of support, some kind of, even if they don't acknowledge that they kind of got it from me.
Yeah, and it honestly, to me, it isn't, it matters, but it don't, because the real ones like you, yourself, and your real fans, we know that came from you, and will forever know that, till that even ends, or if it ever ends, that you started that. So I do want to give you your flowers on that one for sure.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. So you also created a culture for kids and teenagers back in the day where it felt like it was so free and it was fun, and it was like a fairy tale of like this like love life of being like so young and like having relationships. Because I would say, like, back then I used to go to Skate Zone on about Skate Zone. So I used to be back in Skate Zone, and like when I had my first boyfriend, I really had my first kiss to us. So that was what I literally did. So I want to say that, with that being said, of being with the kids and having that different culture, I feel like you'll be forever remembered because of those different. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only girl or the only young kid that had that experience with those songs. So I want to say, like, how does that make you feel, just knowing that?
That right there by itself makes me feel legendary. But just, like I said, I'm just very appreciative that people even, since then, that's been a while, just still interested in hearing what I got going on.
Yeah.
So I try to make music like that again. I try to remake like the sound, that we used to have, that, from my Rich Kidz days, just from my younger days, period. Just my voice, it just was, and my mindset
Yeah.
You can kind of tell that I was thinking different, than other people, and just different from how I am now. Um, I actually want to bring those times back, those type of songs and music, those type of feelings.
It was amazing. It was there for a time period for a reason. Like I promise that it was real respected, and from where I came from and how I grew up. So it's like I said, the real no. So how does it feel to you? How did it feel back then at the time when you had to branch off going solo? And were you nervous at first?
Um, if it didn't occur the way that it occurred, if Caleb didn't ask me, I don't know how. I probably would have came in nervous if I ever would have did it.
Yeah.
If I ever would have went solo. But Caleb, nobody knows Caleb actually asked me
To go solo.
Yeah, he like, look, bro, what you feel about you just doing your own thing, just behind you 100%. Like, we out of town at a show.
Yeah.
And he just asked me this in the hotel room.
Because he's seen it. I think he's seen it in you that I feel like it wasn't no Rich Kidz without Skooly. And there's no disrespect to any other member, but I felt like you were the one
I was the glue.
You were the glue to it. You kept it going, and everybody, if you knew Rich Kidz, is like, oh, Skooly. Like,
I can agree to that. Yeah. I can agree to that.
So
That's
I feel
like
as being his brother or brother to you, he knew that, and he respected you for that, and he knew that was probably like the best move for you to do.
Me and Caleb still do shows to this
That's
day.
good though.
We just had a show a couple days ago on the South Side. Little Rich Kidz show.
Wow, that's amazing. I wish I knew about that. That's good.
Still at the old rave.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. But okay, so what advice could you give a young artist, whether it's male or female, coming up in the industry?
Follow your dreams. Just whatever you do, you need to understand it. Whatever you're doing, you need to understand it so you can fully put your all into whatever it is. Don't half step. Go for what you know. I really don't like giving advice because it could be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've heard no advice is bad advice. I don't know. But I believe opposite.
Okay, I agree. So, do you have a particular song that you still get a thrill on performing? And if so, what's that song?
Are you
Any song,
referring to from old?
whether it's
old
you solo or even now, like present, any song that you perform, which song is it that gives you a thrill when performing? Or just listening to it?
That's a hard one. Ooh. $100,000.
Okay.
$100 autograph.
Yeah. I like that song too.
That was one of those. I say I was him. I was him. So like that energy. My energy on that song, my demeanor. I don't know if you ever saw me perform it or not, with or without club. It kind of gave me like some air in my chest or something. Like it made me feel like I was supposed to be on the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really, when I was young, my whole career had me feeling that way. Cause I go back and look at videos of like just me, how we used to come on stage. Me coming on stage was like, don't nobody supposed to be up here. Like the looks on my face, I was looking at like, I was determined.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was on some shit back then. I don't know. It was like I had that determined look. It was just like, y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
I come up here like looking at like my face. I don't know. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. But yeah, it's unexplainable.
I get it. I understand. So for someone who don't know who hasn't heard your music before, how would you describe it to them?
In one word or just period?
Period.
Timeless. My music is timeless. I feel like I make timeless music. That's one of the many examples right there. You still love. It's 2023, and you still love YS.
Yep.
And you probably love I See You.
All of it.
Okay, see what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a prime example.
Yeah, well, because it was crazy. This is off topic moment, but me and my friends took a beach trip this past weekend, and on our way back, we was bumping Rich Kidz. So, because it's like, that's what I just feel like that's something I'll never forget. Like, we'll never forget those moments or never forget how that made us feel at that time period, just growing up, being, young kids. So that's why I say it's like, it is timeless. So I agree with that. But I also have this question where it's this freestyle that you did back in the day. And this is going to probably make you feel like, oh, yeah, you a fan for real. But it's this video where it's you in this office space, right? And it's called Cooling.
Me and Caleb.
Yes. So
had a bent up hat. It was crazy.
It's called Cooling. And I was wondering that in that freestyle when you were saying like, I wonder why I got these angels on my back and you keep on blessing me. So when Wonder Why came out, did you tie into that and did that make you feel like, dang, it's kind of something that I did like in a freestyle? Because you got Wonder Why with Lucci. So I just wanted to know that like in that particular freestyle, like, did that tie in a way or like, because I know the freestyle was first.
Yeah, it's I don't know how to put it.
I just threw you off with that one, huh?
To me, I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't think about that when I was doing that song, but maybe he thought about it and made the hook.
That was dope.
Maybe
though.
he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nobody knows. I don't know. Maybe he saw that and remembered that.
Yeah.
Like you remember, sir. Like you remember that.
Yeah.
Like he may remember that, saw it, and like Wonder Why would have been hard. He was saying that Wonder Why part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that wasn't even like it wasn't even a real
Yeah.
song. I used to go to YouTube to type that shit in. So
It
it was
actually
like,
is. And
It
it's
is?
Not, it never came out.
oh wow, I really
that
love
part
that.
right there. That was a whole song right there.
That's crazy. I literally would go to YouTube to type it in just to hear that part, and I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with this. Like I like that.
We got some. How you describe them? Some hidden treasures.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay, so what's your creative process like? Creating a song.
Whatever I've been through that week,
Mm-hmm.
or that day, that morning, whatever time it, because I go off of. I guess my creative process is my life, just life itself. I go up because I could rap about something that happened yesterday. Rap about something that happened tonight. That's gonna happen tonight or something, or a way that I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I try to steer away from just kind of imagination rapping, or just imaginative lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I want to just stay so down to earth to the point where people just feel like, oh, he made this for me. Oh, he must knew what I was going through.
Yeah.
He must know it's something like this going on right now. Like he dropped this song at the right time. Like it's just I like my lyrics to kind of touch people.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk about your new single, 08 Wayne. I would love to hear the inspiration behind the cover and the song. Of course, it's Wayne, but what made you go towards that way and wanted to do that?
To show my fears no more of letting people know, like just true things, I guess, about me. Like, I'm not scared to let nobody know he was my idol.
Yeah.
And still is. You know what I'm saying? He started a lot of things for me. He's kind of the reason I grew my hair, tattoos all over my body. I was getting tattoos, hiding them from my daddy. Started on my legs,
Yeah.
because he already had tattoos on his legs. Lil Wayne. So it was like, it's a lot of stuff. He had on big clothes. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. At the same time, we had on big clothes, and when he went from big clothes to skinnies, when he transitioned, the world transitioned, but Rich Kidz transitioned too. You get what I'm saying? We went from wearing the big True Religions over the Timbs all the time to skinnies from H&M and Zara, like, colorful stuff, whatever. Like, I just feel like I followed in so many of his footsteps that I felt like I could pull something off like that. And the picture, I always, since I started growing my hair, I said I'm gonna redo one of his pictures when my hair get longer, and my hair was kind of like a little bit longer than his was on Carter too, but I feel like kind of like how he was at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was that was like kind of like the beginning of people knowing like the world all the way knowing like, oh, this man is about to be a problem. That was Carter 2 now. That's not Carter 1. He already done gave one. It's Carter 2. Like, oh, he's still coming. Like, that was that time. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like I used the perfect year because it was like 2 years after. That was 2 years after Fireman was 2 years after the album came out. Carter 2, I mean.
Okay.
So it was, I just wanted to give him his flowers, like we say, and just dedicate something towards him and just to the game and show like this how I'm feeling like Wayne at the time right now.
Well, shout out to Wayne. Do you mind me spinning a song?
No.
Let's do it.
What we doing?
Sometimes I feel like pop these niggas ride a man. Cold propane, this shit is dope cocaine. I feel like 08 Wayne, I'm still the fireman. I know they tired of him. I 10 by 10, get your ass up. Try again, shit gon' add up. If I sin, that's what I did. This my bad luck. What I got you, what up? I still get flyer than my kite get. Understand I'm getting higher than a flight of 10. Then I get what I want, what I desire then. I been getting a lot of bands. New kid on the block, I feel like Spider-Man. Sometimes I feel like pop these niggas ride a man. Cold propane, this shit is dope cocaine. I feel like 08 Wayne, I'm still the fireman. I know they tired of him. I 10 by 10, get your ass up. Try again, shit gon' add up. Sin, that's what I did, this my bad luck. Bitch ass nigga. If I did what I did, I did what I did, nigga.
Fire. So make sure y'all get that everywhere, right? That's everywhere.
Everywhere. Out everywhere. Video is out too. I've been missing this out video. Check it out.
Okay.
I'm not stopping.
Ever.
I'm not stopping.
Ever.
Dropping. That's not even correct English, but that's my new thing. I'm not stopping dropping.
I get it. I love that. So one last question. What can Skooly fans expect in this new year?
Consistency, progress, a lot more of me in their faces. That determined me that I told you was on stage a long time ago. I'm back.
Yeah, let's go. All right. So can you give a shout out to your socials for me?
Pretty much every one of my socials are SB_Skooly, and that's spelled SB_SKOOLY. I'm also on Twitch, Freak Hill SB. You get what I'm saying? Yes, we're gaming. Yes, we're gaming. Shout out to Shark Lotto RP. We'll be on the GTA. Y'all come join the server. Yeah, man, pretty much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You too.